What's up, guys? Crypto Stu here. So today I want to talk to you about Elephant.Money. This is by far my favorite project in Defi, and I want to share today why I think it might be one of the best opportunities out there for you. Potentially life-changing. So, as always, not financial advice. Please do your own research. There are loads of videos on YouTube. Just search Elephant.Money. There is the Medium. If you follow Bank Teller's Medium page, you'll see the official Medium updates coming out on there. You can do lots of research on there. Join the Telegram group. Make sure that you read through the pinned messages on the Telegram group, because that's, again, where you're going to get the official announcements and any official updates. Please like and subscribe to the channel. So I'm a relatively new YouTuber, and obviously I'd love for the channel itself to grow, but at the same time, the more eyes that we can get on videos that relate to the projects that we're invested in, the better it is for us all. So like and subscribe. So Elephant.Money, I'm going to be talking today about the latest campaign, which is called Buy with Bertha. This has been put in place by Bank Teller as the kind of the main focus moving forward to bring this project back into the limelight, to make it shine again. So is this the best opportunity in Defi right now? Well, I think it probably is. And for me, Elephant.Money is kind of my end game project. So there are lots of other projects out there. There are loads of potentially good opportunities for us to make some money. But ultimately, based on the tokenomics, based on the dev, based on the community, I'm kind of trying to funnel everything towards Elephant.Money. And this is going to be my long-term end game. And it has been really ever since day one for me. And I was really, really fortunate when I got into crypto that Elephant was one of the first things that I came across. Now, it's been a bit of a rocky road, don't get me wrong. And on that note, kind of the elephant in the room is the exploit. So Elephant was cooking with gas back in March of 2022, and we were exploited at the beginning of April. It was a flash loan attack, and that resulted in about 11 million in funds being taken from the protocol. That then had a cascading effect with fear, people selling, and the project got hit pretty hard, but it still survives. And I think that is testament, I suppose, to how robust the project was. It also gives me a huge amount of confidence in the dev that he didn't just cut and run, because he could quite easily have done that at the time and just left us all holding our bags. But he has worked tirelessly since the exploit to make sure that, although the exploit was, really unfortunate, and we would all wish that it never happened, Bank Teller has used it as an opportunity to really tighten up the protocol. So it's much more secure now than it was. The project is the tokenomics themselves have been changed ever so slightly. So although it was a great project with amazing tokenomics prior to the exploit, those tokenomics have been improved. And we'll talk a little bit about that in today's video. The other thing to mention is Trunk and Peg. So this video isn't about Trunk, it's about Elephant token, but Trunk is another part of the Elephant ecosystem. It's meant to be an over-collateralized stablecoin. Because of the exploit, people started selling their Trunk. That took us off of Peg, and we are now at about 30 cents to the dollar at the time of making this video. People are focusing in on the price of Trunk and the fact that we're not at Peg. And in reality, that's kind of missing the point at the moment. If we want this project to show us the rewards that it has the potential to do. We need to take our eyes off of Trunk and the peg and focus on Bertha, the elephant treasury, because Bertha keeps us all safe. Bertha is what is going to bring this project back to its shining days back in March. It's a focus on Bertha, which is why I'm doing this video. So I've been wanting to make a video on Elephant.Money for weeks now. But up until yesterday, when we got the kind of the latest update, and bank teller has said that he's confident that now everything is in place where, you know, we can start to all row in the same direction to build Bertha up. So let's just have a look at the Elephant token itself. This is where I think the biggest opportunity is for us as investors right now, is to invest in the Elephant token. And it is what this Buy for Bertha campaign is all about. So the Elephant token, when it was launched, there was 1 quadrillion or 1,000 trillion tokens created. That is a fixed supply. So that number is not going to increase. You've then got 4 main elements that are protocol owned. The graveyard, which at any time equates to 50 to 51% of supply is locked up in the graveyard. 50 to 51%, when it gets to 51%, it rebalances and it will go back down to 50 and start that process again. And that is a feature that bank teller put in so that the graveyard could not basically eat up all the available supply. Then you've got the Elephant BNB and the Elephant BUSD PCS pools, PancakeSwap pools. That equates to about 22% of supply. And then you've got Bertha. Bertha is the main focus here, and what we have all got our eye on in terms of Bertha growing. So at the moment, it equates to about 8% of the supply. So if you add all those up, you'll see that the protocol owns 80% of the supply. Bertha will grow over time, and that's the focus at the moment, is growing Bertha. As Bertha grows, her percentage of the supply increases, which means there is less available supply for everyone else, and that results in what they call supply shock, and where the Elephant token will appreciate in price. And to illustrate that, here is a chart showing prior to exploit. And what you can see here is this parabolic rise. This is kind of, I've never seen another chart like this. And this is what happened. And this is why I have so much confidence in Elephant.Money, because we know what happens when the treasury grows. This is what happens. And, you know, people made a huge amount of money when this happened. And because of the exploit, which is detailed here, we are now back at these levels where we all, every single one of us, has the opportunity to participate in price action like this again. And all it's going to take is for the Bertha, the Elephant Treasury, to grow. So here you can see another dashboard. This is June Analytics dashboard. Again, a really useful tool that you can use, and I'll pop the link in the description below. But you can see here in the blue, this is the value of the Elephant Treasury. And we're currently at 84 trillion. So we were at 84 trillion back on the 18th of December 2021. At that point in time, that was valued at 2.7 million. We're now at just under 84 trillion, and that's valued at 5.4 million. So we're actually in a better place. And then you can see as the treasury increases, so here we hit 163 trillion, 160 trillion, and this is where the parabolic price action started. So it was back here where it was 160 trillion. So we're at 84 trillion at the moment. So the goal is for us to build that Elephant Treasury back up to 150, 160, all the way up to 200 trillion and above, so that we can all participate and benefit from this parabolic price action. So another chart which I've been looking at recently, which I think is really useful to see kind of the current health of Elephant.Money, and I think you'll probably find it quite reassuring. So this is Elephant versus BNB. We know that the price of BNB over the course of the last few months has been tanking, and during the same time, and this is after the exploit, so this chart shows us the price action after the exploit, we can see that Elephant is way outpacing BNB, and that tells me that people have confidence in Elephant.Money. So going back here, what we need to do is we need to increase the treasury. We're at 84 trillion at the moment. Once we start to see that number increase, it's going to start growing exponentially. So it isn't a linear growth in the treasury. It's going to be an exponential growth. Once we reach that 150, 160, 200 trillion, everything else in the protocol will begin working as it should do. So things like PEG, the treasury is there to support PEG, and this is it's a community owned protocol. So it's up to us, the community, to help balance the books, if you like. BT has given us the tools to be able to do that, but it's up to us to actually make that happen. So the Buy with Bertha campaign, this is to help incentivize us to, row in the same direction and help build that treasury, because once the treasury is built, everything is golden. So previously, if you bought Elephant, it was a 10% buy tax, 10% sell tax. That has been reduced to 8.5%. If you buy off the Elephant.Money website, okay, it's still 10% if you buy it off PancakeSwap, but if you buy it off the Elephant.Money website, you get a 1.5% discount. The other major thing here is that BT has changed it so that for buy and sells done on the Elephant.Money website, that full tax goes to Bertha. Now, in the past, you had a portion of the tax that was going to feed Bertha. So for the 10%, I think 5% went to Reflections, and Bertha got a chunk of that 5%. Now, all 8.5% goes. So that's going to result in more money going into Bertha quicker. It's going to mean that we achieve that 200 trillion more quickly, which ultimately means that the system is working in full, and we will all see the benefit of that. So the other thing is the lossless raffle. So if you buy over $60 worth of Elephant, you will automatically get put into the daily raffle. So this is a raffle. You can participate in the raffle by buying it $60 worth of Elephant. If you also mint $5 of trunk, you also get a ticket. And there's also a prize for the biggest minter of trunk daily. And that the prize pool is just going to continue to grow as more people participate in that. And then the last thing is the partner system. So in the past, Stampede, which is the trunk bonding, had a partner system where you get 0.5% back. Now, that has now also been introduced to Elephant.Money. So instead of paying 8.5%, you essentially pay 8%. So again, this is huge. Now, if you don't have a partner, so it's a no-brainer. You get a 0.5% discount, and you're not locked into it. You can change your partner at any time. So if you don't have a partner at the moment, please consider using, and you found this video helpful, please consider using me as your partner, and my wallet address is in the description below. So to summarize, guys, Elephant.Money, I think, is a massive opportunity. To get to where we were prior to the exploit is about 10x from here. So just think about what that might mean in dollar value for you with your investment at the moment. And that is only reaching our previous all-time high. There's still a huge amount of growth potential thereafter. And by the time we get to that point, we don't have to worry about PEG. PEG will be looking after itself. And so your trunk, your stampede, all of that will be ticking over really nicely. So now is the opportunity. If we all just invest a bit more in Elephant, if we bring new people on and take advantage of the partner system, take advantage of the reduced taxes, we're going to really quickly see the Elephant Treasury moving towards that 200 trillion mark. And that really is the golden number. Once we reach that, everything's golden. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Please like and subscribe, and please comment. Let us know what you think about Elephant.Money. Are you invested in it at the moment? If not, why not? Maybe if you've got questions, please ask them in the comments, and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, cheers.